Last year, we brought you a story about the Canadian Museum of Human Rights in Winnipeg.
And we showcased a blind photography exhibit called Sight Unseen. And this time we are taking you back to learn more about the museum's mobile app.
They've been internationally recognized for their accessibility, and they share best practices with well-known institutions around the world. Some you may have heard of, like the Smithsonian.
On her very first visit to the museum, Winnipeg resident Veronica Kanya met up with our very own Dave Brown and offered to try out the app for us.
We've entered Canadian Journeys. Look around you. There's so much to take in.
With an iPod in hand, Veronica Kanya uses the Canadian Museum of Human Rights mobile app and her white cane to experience the Canadian Journeys gallery.
It actually gave me quite a bit of information. I was in there, I was at the exhibit. I felt like I was getting the experience. For me, was I'm hearing the information, whether it's through the app or whatever else, I'm there.
Museum Vice President Corey Timpson explains what sets their facility apart.
Like every other museum, we have self-guided tours, but the idea of making our static and built content accessible was really the driver behind the innovation, I guess, behind the mobile app.
Corey highlights the components of the mobile app that support a high level of accessibility.
One of the key features was something we developed called the Universal Access Point. And so that's a tactile marker that exists on any of the built exhibitry, like a wall or a case or a ledge.
241. Exhibit 241. Raise numbers, and not only in Braille for people who do not read Braille, like myself, and I have no sight. They're cane stoppers, extremely useful.
Tactile floor strip and a low-energy Bluetooth beacon.
iBeacons, which are similar to a watch battery attached to a small computer chip, are embedded at each exhibit and work with the mobile app to let users access described content through text-to-speech.
Ontario eventually amended its laws to recognize bilingual schools.
The Canadian Museum of Human Rights is a new institution, which gives it the advantage of starting from scratch.
So we really had to focus on inclusive design and universal design over sort of making things accessible. For me, my background is I'm a designer, and I want to create as rich an experience as possible for everyone.
An effort that is felt by museum visitors like Veronica.
It means that they're aware and they care and they want to include you regardless of whether you have sight or not.
Corey shares a core value that is consistent across all teams at the museum.
We don't look at the work ever being done. We look at it as a constant evolution and progression and advancement.
Veronica agrees.
Especially given that this is Human Rights Museum, I love it. It's inclusive, it's accessible, and they're still working on it. They're still looking to make it more accessible.
You can't underestimate the value of what one learns of the Iceland snow, or in a traditional way.
I've got to check out that museum. What about you? Have you been?
I haven't been yet, but the more I learn about it, the more I love it. It seems like they've taken accessibility beyond access, and it's actually become a part of the museum's fabric.
Absolutely. And speaking of fabric, they actually have a variety of tactile exhibits at the museum, one of which includes textiles from around the world. It's called Empowering Women, and Dave mentioned that you can actually touch some of the artifacts.
Very cool. Molly, I'm booking our trip right now. For all of us who cannot wait to visit, check out their website, humanrights.ca, for more info.